Welcome to my channel where I try to break down accounting and tax topics to help small business owners, taxpayers, or anyone else who's just genuinely curious. The time to tax plan for the year is at the beginning of the year. However, if you prepared your taxes already or you're getting ready to, you might be asking yourself, is it too late to help with 2021? Or are there any last minute deductions that might help? In today's video, we're going to cover a few deductions that could put money back in your pocket or at least lower your tax bill to Uncle Sam. The first one is charitable contribution. Previously, taxpayers were only allowed to get a charitable deduction if they itemized deductions. The IRS has since done away with personal exemptions and increased the standard deductions, so most people now will not have enough qualified expenses to go the itemized deduction route. So they were losing the ability to take advantage of charitable contributions. The IRS has since decided to allow taxpayers the ability to deduct $300 for single or head of household and $600 for married filing jointly, even if you take the standard deduction. So if you donated to a church or other nonprofit, make sure you take advantage of this deduction. If you're an eligible educator, like a teacher, you can deduct up to $250 or $500 if married filing jointly and both spouses are teachers of unreimbursed business expenses. Some qualified expenses would be professional development courses, books, supplies, computer equipment, and other materials used in a classroom. Qualified expenses also include personal protective equipment, such as disinfectant and other supplies used for the prevention of the spread of. Next is contributing to an IRA. Though the tax year ended on December 31st, if you open and or fund an IRA by April 15th, 2022, you can actually record a tax benefit on your 2021 return. Now, you need to make sure that you haven't already maxed out your benefit in 2021, that you qualify if you're covered under your employer's plan, and if you qualify with income limits. But you can deposit $6,000 or $7,000 if you're over the age of 50 to a traditional or Roth IRA for each taxpayer. If you set up a traditional IRA, those funds would essentially be tax-free for the year, similar to how a 401k works. So you could reduce your taxable income by $6,000, which could really help lower your tax liability. If you didn't get the third stimulus payment, you may be eligible to claim the 2021 recovery rebate on your 2021 tax return. What some people don't know is that the stimulus payment was based as an estimate on your 2020 and 2019 return. So you may not have qualified at that time that the stimulus was originally issued, but now you do. So if your 2021 qualifies, you can actually claim that credit on your current return. For instance, if you didn't make as much money this year as you did in 2019 or 2020, you may now fall within the correct income limits. Another example would be if you are filing by yourself this year as opposed to last year. So maybe you were on your parents' return and they didn't qualify, but now you file for yourself in 2021 and you do qualify. You can view the total amount of your third economic impact payment through your individual online account. In March of 22, the IRS will send letter 6475 to the address that they have on file. This will confirm the total amount of your third economic impact payment plus any true-up payments received for tax year 2021. If you had a baby in 2021, you likely didn't get the advanced child tax credit since the child obviously was just born and the IRS didn't have record of it. Lucky for you, you get to claim that child on your 2021 return and you would get the entire $3,600 since your child would obviously be under the age of 5. This would also be the case if you didn't claim that child in 2020, but now you have a child in your care. You would be able to get the benefit of $3,000 if the child was between the ages of 6 and 17, and again $3,600 if the child was 5 or younger. As you can see, there's not a ton that you can do after the fact. However, this is the perfect time to start looking at 2022. Video on that coming soon.